Hallo, wie geht's? Hoffentlich gut. Today, we are going to learn an important grammar topic. Let us look what it is with help of some examples. So here are some examples. Let us look at them. First category is to the left hand side. Ich fahre. Maya schwimmt. Wir gehen. Correct? And second category of sentences ist meine Wohnung hat einen Balkon. Pia braucht einen Computer. Ich treffe meine Freunde. Karan kauft ein Sofa. So what do you think is the difference in these two categories? Yes, you have guessed it correctly. First category, the verbs are quite independent. They do not need an object to complete the meaning. Ich fahre, I am traveling. This sentence does not need an object. Maya schwimmt. Schwimmen, this verb does not need an object to complete its action. The doer is enough. Wir gehen, we go. This gehen also does not need an object to complete the action. The doer is enough. And the meaning is also complete. But if you go to the next category, meine Wohnung hat einen Balkon. My flat has a balcony. Here, the verb is not complete without the object. For example, if I say meine Wohnung hat, my flat has, obviously it seems incomplete. It needs an object to complete the meaning. The person will obviously ask, what does your flat have? So, einen Balkon is important here to complete the meaning. Pia braucht einen Computer. Pia needs a computer. If I say only Pia braucht, Pia needs. What does she need? Obviously the question will be there. So, einen Computer is an important part here to complete the meaning of the verb. Ich treffe meine Freunde. I meet my friends. So here also, I meet is not enough. Whom are you meeting? My friends. Karan kauft ein Sofa. Karan buys. He needs something to buy. Otherwise, kaufen, this verb is not complete. So the verbs that need an object to complete the meaning are called as transitive verbs. And the ones which do not need an object are called intransitive verbs. So we have transitive verbs in this section. The verbs that need an object. So the two things are very important. Subject as it is there, whether the verb is transitive or intransitive. Subject is inevitable. It has to be there in any sentence. Correct? But now for transitive verbs, object is also very important. It cannot do without an object. So whenever you have a transitive verb in the sentence, two things are important. There should be one subject and one object. We have this part in our course book. Let us read it. Most verbs need to have a direct object, transitive verbs. Example, haben, suchen, finden, brauchen, etc. to make a meaningful sentence. Some verbs do not need a direct object, intransitive verbs. For example, sein, heißen, kommen, wohnen, etc. Okay? So I am, heißen, I come, I live. These verbs do not need an object. Okay? Down they have given a list of verbs. We have to categorize them into transitive and intransitive. Okay? So what all, you can pause the video over here and try to think which verbs will come under intransitive category and which come under transitive category. So, did you get it? Which verbs come under intransitive, which do not need an object? The verbs will be sein, spielen, kommen, Then we can have, that's it, I think so. Other verbs need an object. Okay, so all other verbs, essen, brauchen, kaufen, trinken, haben. Then we have hören, lesen, schreiben, everything will come under transitive. They need an object. Arbeiten will also come in transitive. I work, that's enough. Okay, good. Now we will learn each of the sentences that we saw before. We will study them in detail. First example, meine Wohnung hat einen Balkon. Haben is the verb over here. We always locate the verb first. Verb is the most important part of any sentence. So the verb is haben, to have. It is a transitive verb. So two things are very important. There has to be a subject and an object. Now how to locate the subject? Ask the verb who is the doer. For example, haben is to have. So ask who is having or what is having. So meine Wohnung is having. So that is the subject of the sentence. And what is my flat having? Einen Balkon, that is the object of the sentence. Pia braucht einen Computer. Brauchen means to need. Who needing? Pia is needing. So Pia is the subject. And what is Pia needing? Einen Computer. So computer is the object. Ich treffe meine Freunde. I meet my friends. Treffen is the verb. Treffen means to meet. Who is meeting? I am meeting. So ich is subject. And whom am I meeting? Meine Freunde, that is the object. Karan kauft ein Sofa. Kaufen is the verb, to buy. Who is buying? Karan. So Karan is the subject. Sofa is the object. Okay. So locating the subject and object is a basic thing we should know, which we have learnt. Now, one more tip or important thing that we need to know is subject of the sentence is always in nominative case and object of the sentence is always in accusative case. Now what is this? Nominative case we have been using since first lesson. Okay? We have already learnt the articles also. Bestimmter article we have learnt there, the, das, the. Correct? For masculine it is there, feminine it is the, neutral it is das, and for plural it is again the. Unbestimmter article we have learnt with the verb haben. If haben is there in the sentence. So we have learnt different set of unbestimmter article. We will leave that aside for a while. And we have learnt negation also. Negation, kein. We have seen. So it is again for masculine it is kein, for feminine it is keine, for neutral it is again kein, and for plural it is keine. Okay. Now this is the case if it is the subject of the sentence. We use these articles for the noun. But if the noun appears as the object of the sentence, then it is an accusative case. In accusative case means what happens? These article endings change. A little bit they change. How they change? Let us look at in the next slide. Unbestimmter article. We have already seen the second column actually. We have already learned accusative. We have not learned nominative. Why? Because haben was the verb when we used it. Ich habe einen Bruder. Ich habe eine Schwester. So we learned the accusative article endings in the first chapter. But now we need to know that time it was the object of the sentence. That is why we used einen, eine and ein. And if the noun appears as a subject of the sentence, then we have to use the first row. Ein, eine and ein. So basically, I will repeat again. If a noun appears as a subject of the sentence and you need an indefinite article for it, you will follow the first row. For masculine ein, feminine eine, neutrum ein, and for plural there is no unbestimmter article. If the noun appears as the object of the sentence, then it is an accusative case. Then we have to follow different article endings. For masculine it is ein. Other articles do not change. Eine remains eine, ein remains ein. Same, no difference. Okay? Coming to bestimmter article means definite articles. We have already known or learnt in nominative case. It is der, die, das, die. But if the noun appears as the object of the sentence, it is an accusative case. Then masculine, it becomes den. Feminine, neutrum, plural, it does not change. Die remains die, das remains das, die remains die. Zum Beispiel, ich finde mein Buch nicht. Ich finde das Buch nicht. Now here, finde is the verb to find. Who is finding? I. So I am the subject. What am I finding? The book. So the book is the object. Now book is neutral, that we need to learn. Okay, in any case we have to learn the articles of the nouns, that there is no other option. So book is neutral. So das, if we need the definite article das, it does not change in accusative. So it remains das only. So ich finde das Buch nicht. Second example. Suchst du die Toilette? Suchen means to search. Who is searching? Du. So du is the subject. And what are you searching? The toilet. So die Toilette. That is the object of the sentence. Now Toilette is feminine. So here also the definite article does not change. Die remains die. One more example. Florian kauft den Tisch. Here kaufen is to buy. Who is buying? Florian. That is the subject. And what is he buying? The table, Tisch, that is the object. Now Tisch is masculine. So now we have to think. Here we cannot write there because it is object of the sentence. So you have to write den. Den Tisch, because it is object of the sentence in accusative case. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to think only when the noun is masculine, whether it is subject or whether it is object of the sentence. Otherwise, if the noun is feminine, neutrum or plural, the articles are same anyway. Okay? So we don't have to think. Only for masculine we need to think. Der or den, ein or einen. Similar endings are there for negation also. Nominative negation endings are kein, keine, kein, keine. But if the noun is the object of the sentence, then for masculine we have to write keinen. Feminine, neutrum, plural, the articles do not change. Keine, kein and keine. Okay? It is similar to unbestimmter Artikel. Zum Beispiel, wir brauchen keine Mikrowelle. We need no microwave. Means we do not need any microwave. So, brauchen is the verb to need. Who is needing? Wir. So, wir is subject. Keine Mikrowelle is object. Mikrowelle is feminine. So, we do not have to think. It is always keine only. Haben is the verb in the next sentence. Das Wohnzimmer hat keine Bilder. The living room has no pictures. Haben is the verb. Subject is das Wohnzimmer. Keine Bilder is object. Bilder is plural. So we do not have to think. It is anyway keine only. Es gibt keinen Kühlschrank. Es gibt, this combination always takes accusative. So Kühlschrank is the object of the sentence in accusative. Kühlschrank is masculine. Now we have to think. It is the object of the sentence, so we have to use keinen. Keinen Kühlschrank. Okay? Simple. So if you observe keenly, endings are always en for masculine in accusative case. For bestimmte article it is den, unbestimmte article it is einen, and negation it is keinen. En is the ending. For feminine, neutrum and plural, as it is, there is no question because everything is same. The articles are only as nominative. Now, based on this, let us try and solve this exercise. Übung. Nummer 1. Lilian kauft ein Sessel für sein Schlafzimmer. Here kaufen is the verb. Who is buying? Lilian. Lilian is subject. What is he buying? Sessel, a armchair. That is the object. Now Sessel is what? It is masculine. So we have to think whether it is subject or object. Here it is object of the sentence. So you have to use accusative article endings. So here it is einen Sessel. Kai und Marion haben kein Esstisch. Esstisch is masculine. So we have to think whether here it is subject or object. Here it is object of the sentence. So accusative. So keinen Esstisch. Wir suchen die Wohnung von Pia. Wohnung is feminine. So we do not have to think. It is die only. Wir suchen die Wohnung von Pia. Brauchst du kein Bilder im Flur? Bilder is plural. So we do not have to think. It is keine, whether it is subject or object. Mama, wo ist die Messer? Messer is neutral. So we do not have to think. It is das Messer. But just for our information, here Messer is the subject. It is in nominative. Why? Because the verb is sein. Sein is a intransitive verb. So it does not take accusative. It always takes nominative. So das Messer, but just for our information, here it is nominative. We findet ihr die Küche. Küche is feminine. So we do not have to think. It is die. Sarah braucht ein Schrank für das Kinderzimmer. Schrank is masculine. So we have to think whether it is subject or object over. Here it is the object of the sentence because Sarah is subject and Schrank is object. So we have to use the accusative article ending, that is en. Einen Kühlschrank. Einen Schrank für das Kinderzimmer. Okay? It is extremely simple. Gut, dann bis bald. Tschüss.